Hello everybody, I'm KJ and I'm here to do my TBR for Sbooktober. Alright, so this readathon goes from October 21st to the 27th and it's being hosted by Vanessa at Paper Fairy, Chelsea Palmer, Derby at Derby Lane Reading, Zariah Rose, and Reggie at Don't Stop Reading. Okay, so this readathon is super fun in that it's kind of like a game setup, an RPG game setup, and everybody participating in the readathon is part of this game, and we are all basically tasked to rid a haunted house of the evil inhabitants. So for every challenge we complete during the readathon, we basically get like points to help defeat the monsters. So there are 5 teams that we would pick in order to help fight this battle, and we're not fighting against each other, we're all fighting together. So yeah, they're teams, but they're just different challenges. Okay, so the main challenges, let's see. First, there is the group book Undead Girl Gang by Lily C. Anderson. I'm excited for this group read. Alright, the first challenge is to join Sbooktober, reading a Halloween themed book of your choice, either thriller, supernatural, gothic, whatever, just a Halloween book of your choice. So for that one, I think I'm choosing Not Even Bones by Rebecca Schaefer. So this is a young adult supernatural thrillerish book about a girl whose mom basically dissects supernatural creatures and sells their body parts on the black market. And just, yeah, so this one just sounds really interesting, kind of creepy, maybe a little bit gory. I'm into it. So challenge 2 is to clan up, pick a clan, and read a book featuring your mascot. The Brujas, led by Derby Lane Reading. So the Brujas are witches, so that would be to read a book with witches. So yeah, the whole point of this readathon, as with all readathons, is to have fun. So it's, you know, the challenges, the clans, everything is for fun. So you do what you can do for the readathon. For my clan book for the Brujas, I picked The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. Now this one, I don't know a whole lot about it, but it kind of reminds me of the concept of like Hocus Pocus, where some witches were killed and they put a curse on this town, and every year like one of the boys is taken from the town, and just very Hocus Pocus reminiscent. And I've heard a lot of great things about the Wicked Deep, so for me this is to represent the Bruja clan. Alright, so challenge number 3 is to enter the haunted house. So a book that includes a haunted house. I had a few picked out for this. I am reading The Screaming Staircase, book 1 of the Lockwood and Company series by Jonathan Stroud. If you can even see it, if I can hold it correctly. So this is a middle grade series, even though it's slightly chunky. It's a middle grade, set in Victorian era, I think, and Lockwood and Company, they're teenagers, young kids who go around investigating haunted places, supernatural phenomena in the Victorian age. I don't know, it just sounded really cute. It sounded right up my alley, even though for middle grade, but it's supposed to be pretty creepy and scary for a middle grade book. So I'm looking forward to this one, and it definitely involves a haunted house or 2 as they investigate for this book. It's called The Screaming Staircase. I mean, yes, so I'm looking forward to this one. Challenge 4 is perform an incantation. Read a poetry or short story collection. More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Alvin Schwartz, and drawings by Stephen Gamble. So I picked up the first one for another readathon that I was doing, and I wanted to read the second one as well because I never read these ones as kids, so I feel like I'm kind of missing out now with the amount of people who have read these. So I'm looking forward to reading these short stories and looking at all the creepy photos. So I'm excited for this one. Challenge 5 is to face your fears and read a book based on something you are or have been afraid of. And that one's a little hard for me because not a lot of stuff scares me, but I think I'm gonna go with Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. And I'm kind of half cheating with this one because it's a chunker and I already read about half of it last month, the month before I had to return it to the library. So I got it back so that I could finish it. And I already know like it's good. So I'm leaning into the zombie and the kind of gore, but basically it takes place in an alternate history with zombies during the Civil War, after the Civil War, post like Restoration era, and just yes, there's lots of really good world building in here, and I love the characters. I think their main characters and maybe some other characters are bisexual, so I already know there's some good representation, and I know I already love it, but I have like a decent amount to read, so like don't at me, all right? it's a chunker of a book, okay? I read what I could already and I still have a long way to go. But zombies don't necessarily scare me, but they are one of my favorites to kind of read about or watch movies about. Like they can get me. The concepts are scary if that had ever happened, you know, just people dying and then not staying dead. Like that's pretty creepy. So that's what I'm reading for that one. All right, so with those main 5 challenges, with the group you pick, the clan that you have joined, you have 2 unique challenges for each clan. Brujas, the clan that I have chosen, has Book of Shadows, a book about the occult, and Circle of Protection, read while surrounded by candles or crystals, which I should be able to do. But so for the Book of Shadows, a book about the occult, I've chosen Creatures of Will and Temper by Molly Tanzer. I don't know if you can see the cover very well, but it's shiny, but it's a pretty interesting cover. I like it. So this one is kind of supposed to be inspired by The Picture of Dorian Gray, I believe. So this one is also set in like Victorian London, but it's very much like an urban fantasy story to me, where there are 2 sisters and one becomes part of this group that deals with banishing demons and things like that, while fearing that her sister, having become a socialite, is in the throes of the demons and what that might mean for her. And it's very much sounds like an urban fantasy just set in Victorian London and inspired by The Picture of Dorian Gray and things like that. Like it sounds very interesting and right up my alley. So yes, this one deals with the occult-ish, right? That's what I'm going with. Okay, so these are all of the challenges for this readathon, and it's very much supposed to be kind of at your own pace, do what you can. Like if you can do some of them and not all of them, that's okay. If you can't do all of the challenges for a specific clan, but you can do some for another clan, you can mix and match your challenges between the clans. It's okay. We're all supposed to be having fun with this readathon, and we were all banishing this haunted house of its evil inhabitants together. So if we want to join up, we're all joining up anyway. So if you want to do more than one clan's challenges, that's okay too. Okay, so these are my books for Spooktober. It's quite a lot for, you know, a week, but I'm doing it. And you know what, this one I've already read half of it, so I'm onto a good pace, right? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, okay? This is just, I wanted to read all these books, and this has given me the reason to read all of these books that I want to read. Alright, so this is it for this video. Give this video a like if you liked it, and let me know down below if you are also participating in Spooktober, what you guys are reading, and let me know if you have read any of these books, what you think of them, and if anybody wants to buddy read any of these books, I'm down for it. I know it's short notice, but still, I'm down for it. I have a lot of good books. I'm really looking forward to the start of this readathon. So, thank you for joining me. comment down below with anything else you want to talk about. And that's all I have for you today. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. To talk about my like books, Spooktober. Hi puppy. Hello, hello. No books, no. Why? No. Why? Books, man.